in your town.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Welcome back to the podcast that takes up one corner of the Bridgewater Triangle.
Hashtag just saying.
And while you make your way through the Freetown Forest, be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
You can watch the first 40 on the YouTubes and listen where streaming things are streamed.
Yes. Tara,
Yes, sir.
where are we?
Oh, sir. We are in hell.
Don't let this fool you. This ain't a
Yes.
screenshot. This is the real thing.
So tonight,
Mother Nature.
Tonight we are coming to you from the Sayin Rock Farm.
All right. We're located
And we are in East Bridgewater. So we are in the Bridgewater Triangle.
Oh.
So let me give you, I will try to get through this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, take it.
Well, it's a bit much. I don't want
It's
to.
a bit much.
So not only is Sayin Rock Farm owned by the town of East Bridgewater, the site, and it's also the site of the East Bridgewater Senior Center. Hello, old people. This is.
Hi, Mom.
Tara.
Oh, did you literally just say hi to my mom after I said old people?
No, I said hi, Tara.
Oh, now she's offended.
Sorry, Mom.
This is the precise spot where the first inland Native American land sale in the United States was made.
Okay.
It's also the site of one of the 9 homes in East Bridgewater to be burned to the ground by King Philip's warriors in the King
God.
Philip's War.
What an asshole.
So originally it was called Latham Farm. And it's no surprise that the Latham Farm was attacked because it was an extremely personal situation. Robert Latham's wife, Susanna, was a Winslow, and the name was almost royalty in the colony. Susanna's mother was the famous Mary Chilton, and the first woman to step on American soil off the Mayflower.
Whoa.
I
Good
know.
for her.
Her
That's
father,
history right there.
her father was John Winslow. He was the brother of the esteemed Governor Edward Winslow. But more importantly, her uncle was General Josias Winslow of the Plymouth County militia, and the captor and suspected murderer of Alexander, King Philip's older brother.
Wow.
Yes. So Robert Latham was a respected man, even serving as town constable at the time of the war. The fact that not 10 years earlier, Latham and his wife Susanna were charged and found guilty of murder seemed to do little to affect the Latham social standing in the colony.
What do you mean, murder?
It's like constable. That's like a cop, right?
Yeah, he'd be like the chief of police.
Oh. The commissioner.
In 1659, Robert and Susanna were charged with the murder of their servant, John Walker. They basically whipped him to death.
Ouch.
Move faster!
Mush.
1661, Massasoit, who was the leader of the Native American tribe, he dies, and the peaceful era between the colonists and the Indians was done. They were like, "You're done, son." And
Stick a fork in you.
after Alexander, the brother of King Philip, died, he was allegedly poisoned by General Josiah Winslow in 1662, and now is perfectly clear to Massasoit's son Metacom, also known by Philip, what the intentions of the people were. They wanted all the land and did not want to play by any rules. No.
Who does?
The Native American name for Sayin Rock was Wanakute. Hey, I got it right. Up until the turn of the 20th century, locals still referred to Sayin Rock Farm as Kuta Hill. In 1649, Massasoit met with representatives of Duxbury at Sayin Rock. It was March 23rd, 1649, when Chief Massasoit unknowingly traded miles of fertile land enriched by the waters of the Matfield, Hockomock, and Town rivers. Hockomock, meanwhile, being the swamp that is supposedly extremely haunted in the Bridgewater Triangle.
Yeah. Puckwudgies.
Puckwudgies, as well as the West Meadow Brook, da-da-da-da-da. So he traded all that for 7 coats, 9 hatchets, 8 hoes, 20 knives, 4 moose skins, and 10 yards of cotton.
And the partridge in
In
a
a
pear
pantry.
tree.
That's what the Wampanoags were paid for the territory of Bridgewater. The implications of a land sale is unfathomable, and the concept that land could be regarded as ownable was like a completely unfamiliar thing to them. So they're like, this is confusing. So it's no wonder that Sayin Rock, the very site of this monumental land sale, has been witness to tragic events that date back to King Philip's War in 1676.
Wow.
I'm almost done. On April 9th of 1676, the natives crept up the Setauket Path to the Latham Farm, And they went, there's a thing out back where the Sachem Rock is.
All right.
Robert Latham's house, which is where we are right now, would be the first of 9 homes destroyed by fire that day, the natives sparing only one dwelling, that of Nicholas Barham. Barham had settled in East Bridgewater in 1662, and during that time, he broke a strict law of the colony to not sell cider and other spirits to the Native Americans. And he was like, fuck that, I want the money. So he took...
Greedy bastard.
Yeah, he took their money. And so
Cha-ching.
they, when it came time for retribution, they left him alone because they did him a good turn. But breaking that law earned him as one of the only surviving homes in the Triangle. Today, a stone marks the very spot the Latham house stood, which is right out front. Wow. And it was destroyed by the arson. So a lot of stuff. We have a murder. We have a home being burned to the ground. And
9 homes.
9 homes, and presumably
It's like a
people
neighborhood.
perished in the fires.
Wow.
And then out back, we have the big, it's a huge piece of rock, which is where they had
Is
conducted
it
the
bigger
treaty.
than Plymouth Rock?
Yes, actually.
Oh.
And it's where they conducted all the treaty meetings and stuff. So
Interesting.
some wham bam stuff.
You are witnessing history. History.
Well, I wanted to let everybody know.
Yeah.
Well, at first, I was very impressed because I couldn't see your phone.
Yeah,
I
you
thought
thought
you-
I was just rattling that off?
Yeah, I thought you were studying this all day or something.
Oh God! You know, even I mean, I read it a few times, so some of it I was like, but
I'll remember that.
for the most part, I did read it. I can't do all that. So I mean, I thought it would be for fun. I mean, we're getting close to Halloween. Not that close, but close-ish.
That's why I'm dressed up as Ghostbuster, sort of.
So I have my skeleton.
It's that time of year where I'm going to wear
Punisher.
something different every Friday.
Frank Castle.
Yeah. So
All right.
that's where we are.
For those who don't know, this is our 400th episode.
Oh Lordy.
Can you believe it? 400.
Yes.
Wow.
I know that was the whole reason to get out of the basement for a little while.
Get out of the dungeon.
Yes, I gotta mute this. I got a new phone today.
Oh.
Yeah, don't be too impressed.
What kind of phone?
I stayed with iPhone, and they made me regret it.
What number? Like 27?
I got the 15.
15.
I was gonna get the 14, and then I'm like, I might as well just get the 15 because it was close to the. Well, here's the thing.
It'll be
T-Mobile.
obsolete in like 2 months.
They'll come out with the 16, but they usually do September releases. So by next September, they'll be on to the newest thing. But
No. I like
what
the echo in this room.
I don't like the echo. That's really bad for audio, but it is what it is.
Different.
Maybe it'll have a air of spookiness about it. I don't know. But speaking of spooky, iPhone.
These damn scary phones.
Yeah, I mean, I stay with Apple because they're so for me they're incredibly easy to use. They're pretty user friendly.
Nice.
But they fucked me over on this one because
Nice case.
my other phone, the screen cracked,
Oh, no.
and I was like,
Didn't you have
So-
a protector on it?
I did, and I thought the screen was cracked, and then the guy's like, "Is your screen cracked or is the protector cracked?" I was like, "I don't know. I'm trading the phone." So he goes, "Well, let me look." So we peeled the protector off, and it was the protector that had shattered.
Oh.
So I was like, "Oh, sweet."
You get more money for it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
Traded.
This was free.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nothing's free, Tara.
No, it's free. He's like, the plan that you have. He goes, apparently the plan that I was on doesn't exist anymore.
It's obsolete.
So he goes, "You have to change your plan, lady." And I'm like, "I don't want
This
to,
is the
sir."
21st century.
So he goes, "If you upgrade to this plan," he goes, it's $10 more a month than you were paying." He goes, "But you get free trade-in anytime you want."
Oh, nice.
So like if next month, if I sit there and go, "Tired of this, want a new one," I go and trade it in, there'll be no repercussions.
Now, did they
And-
charge you to transfer all your stuff over?
No.
No transfer fee?
No. Oh my God, that would suck. Did they do that for you?
I don't know what they did. Like taxes and fee. Like,
Oh yeah, I
like,
mean,
whatever.
they'll get you on the taxes, man.
It was a gift, so I didn't pay for my phone.
Okay.
I hate upgrading.
I do too.
Sometimes you gotta.
Because I had to sign into all my shit again, and I'm like, I don't know passwords.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hate upgrades because then your bill gets upgraded too.
Well, it only went up $10, and
Mine's gone up about 30.
he goes,
Damn, Sean.
Yeah.
because of the upgrade in plan. He goes, you won't pay anything for the phone today. It'll completely cover the cost of the phone. And I said, oh, cool. And I said, well, my husband's thinking about upgrading his phone as well. I said, so
Package deal.
will he have to pay? I was like, because that's not really fair. And he goes, he gets a free phone too. And I was like, wow, free! You're like Oprah. Free phones for everybody. Holy shit.
You get a free phone.
And
you get a free phone.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, I'm down. I got you.
Act now. Operators are standing by.
So
Why are
yeah.
they standing? Sit down.
So it just
Thank you. All right.
your feet will hurt less.
Sean, explain what this golden skull is.
One, it's coolness.
That's
Two, it's
cool.
Halloweeny.
Yes, it is.
Weenie.
And three, this is what we're drawing your name from for the prize of the Amazon gift card.
Yeah. You had 4
all
weeks
you
to
get.
enter. If you didn't enter, oh well.
Wait for the next contest.
The next one. 500 episode.
But also, not only do you win the $25 Amazon gift card,
Yes.
you're getting this as well.
There's more. But wait, there's more.
There's always more.
We'll even sign the back of it.
Autograph.
So it'll be like a Halloween decoration / trophy.
We were some more money someday on eBay.
Maybe.
This is an autographed skull from the hashtag Just Saying crew. Like, oh my God.
So we'll sign the back later on or whenever they're ready. Joe's going to pull a name out.
I didn't bring a Sharpie so
For
We
what?
got time.
to sign it. I didn't bring
Oh.
a Sharpie.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We got time.
I'm ill prepared.
She might have one out the front desk.
Dude, I brought the entire studio
Jesus Christ. Except the TV.
except the TV. Yeah, that's now I have to keep looking over to make sure it's still working. Before all I had to do was that.
Yeah.
Be like, we're still working?
I don't
That's
see
good.
us.
All right. What do I got?
Oh boy.
I got an insane, crazy story that happened Saturday night.
Uh-oh.
All right. I can't make this shit up.
I'm ready.
For those of you who don't know, I'm a mechanic. I fix cars. Guy came in and was like, I need my air pressure checked in my car. All right, no problem. Check your air pressure. May I use your restroom? Sure, no problem. You can use the restroom. Goes in the bathroom. Shortly afterwards, I hear a loud bang. What the fuck was that? He comes out holding his hand, bleeding. Gosh, like dripping all over the floor. He's like, I need some help. I'm like,
No
what the
shit.
hell happened? He's like, your sink broke and it cut my hand. I'm like, how'd you break the sink? He's like, I don't know, it broke and cut my hand.
You should ask him if he's all right.
He must have been sitting on it or leaning on it. I don't know. 'Cause I've
Sitting
been,
on the
I've been using that
sink.
sink for 12 years and never had one issue. So I had to call an ambulance. They came, took him to the hospital. I had to freaking turn the water off because the sink was still going.
Yeah.
And I had to clean up all the water
Blood?
and the blood and put a out of
think he-
order sign on the freaking door.
I think he punched your sink.
I don't know.
He was like, I don't know what they're gonna charge me.
I got the picture. I'll show you. It's shattered and
Oh my God.
in the pieces all over the floor.
I think he hit your sink.
I hope it doesn't sue us, but
I think that's
maybe
what
his
he,
own fault. I mean, I don't know.
I think that's what he was going for. He wanted a lawsuit.
I got free air pressure and I got to sue him.
And in one day, Joe went from a mechanic to a plumber to a janitor.
To a crime scene investigator.
That's right.
CSI cleanup, aisle 5.
Biohazard.
Yeah.
What do you think? He's going to hurt himself to get out of his bill?
It was free. The air pressure's free.
Oh, he
I
thought he didn't even
charge
have a
him.
bill.
Yeah, he didn't have a bill. He just had a spill.
No bill, just a spill.
Spill. I was like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
So now we're getting a new sink.
Yeah. I think you'd
We
have
have
to.
3 now. We're down to 2.
That's awful.
Yeah. But like he was like gushing and dripping everywhere. I'm like,
Can you take that outside, please?
what the hell?
Excuse me, sir. We prefer
Luckily,
our
across the
customers.
street is the fire station. They came real quick.
Prefer our
Took him to
customers
the-
bleed
Took him
outside.
to the hospital. I don't know which hospital, because Brockton Hospital's still closed.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I don't know.
I heard that. I thought I heard that they're moving some facilities into the old Compass in East Bridgewater.
Really?
That's what I heard. Maybe it's one of those schoolyard rumors. But that's what I thought I heard. Yeah.
Could be.
My goodness.
Wow.
Well, I don't have any work stories. I was on vacation this week.
Oh.
Any vacation
How
story?
was your birthday?
A
good place to
It was
start.
good. What did we do Saturday? Oh,
you went out with your dad.
I went out with my dad at the beginning of the day.
Right. Place the battery.
He was there. He knows.
Hey, Dad.
Yes.
Robert.
A 1960, it's either 68 or 69 Mustang
Ooh,
convertible,
nice.
soft top. I don't like the convertibles,
Yeah, I
but
don't like convertibles either.
it's not my car. So
Man.
hasn't run in 3 years. Just been sitting in
Just
my aunt's
3?
garage.
Wow.
So we went, got a battery, popped it in.
Now, is it a 12-volt system or a 6-volt?
What do you mean? For what?
The car, like back in the day, like you had like some cars were like 6 volts, some cars were 12.
Oh,
Like, is it that old?
that I'm not sure about. I'm not sure. So she jumped in and she went to start it up, and it didn't start at first. And then he went over and he just opened up the carburetor, and started right up. And I looked at him and I was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "It hasn't run in 3 years.
Fonzie over here.
Starts right up."
Hey.
I was amazed. I said, they don't make cars that can do this anymore."
Nope.
He goes, "No, they
Then what's she gonna do with the car?
Her ultimate plan, I believe, is to sell it. Yeah.
Huh? Those are worth a lot.
She's looking for $10K for it.
Probably worth more than that.
She wants to just get rid of it. I think it's going to be sold like as is. So anything wrong with it, like, you're on your own.
It's got a leak. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's
Put
not
a Band-Aid on it.
that's not a me problem. That's a you problem.
That's what as is means.
Yeah.
See it? That's
So
right.
we finish it. This is the most random thing. So we finish, and then he's like, "Okay, cool." So she's like, "Hey," she's like, "Unless you have something to do," she's like, "Yeah, you guys want to come in for like a brownie?"
What kind of brownie?
So my dad looks at me and goes, "Do we have brownie time?" And I was
Do
like,
we have brownies?
I said, "Why wouldn't we have brownie time? Let's do this." So he's like, "Okay." So we went in, we had a brownie and just chatted.
Nice.
And
Now, did the brownie have like walnuts or just regular?
oh, it had nuts in it.
Yeah, okay.
That's how I prefer them.
Okay.
was
Some
like-
people are allergic.
I know. I'm not. So then I dropped him off and I hung out there for a minute, and then I went home, and then Jay and I had dinner, and then we
What'd you have at dinner?
Mexican.
Ooh, tacos.
I know. It's my pick. And I wanted tacos.
Well, it's your birthday. It is your pick.
taco.
Yeah.
And then we put the new bed together.
That was fun.
As a team?
Well,
Yeah.
surprisingly, they're still married.
I have a story about that. Hang on one second.
Like, here it goes.
But yeah, we were up till about 2 o'clock in the morning putting the bed
God.
together. It got to a point. Have you ever been like so tired that your brain is just like, we're not processing another goddamn thing
Yeah.
until you get at least 20 minutes of sleep? Like I couldn't. He asked me a question. I was staring at him. I'm like, I can't even think. I said, I know what you're saying, and I know what I want to say, but I can't think. I can't. And he's like, I get it. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. The only thing I don't like about the bed is that it's lower than my old bed was.
I know that.
Just put like a
Yeah.
spacer under it. Like
When you go down the step, what's it called?
a landing?
Downsize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you kind of like downsize.
Yeah. And see, now I would put it on risers. Oops, and lift it up. Except that it has drawers. So I don't think that'd
Be
be.
heavier.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a good thing to do.
Nice.
So I just have to live with it.
Yeah.
So when I was living in Hanson, I was on a bed that had a big wooden frame.
Yeah.
Then I moved into my apartment. I got a mattress on a box spring, and that's it. So that's on the floor. So you go from a, oops, sorry, shit.
Easy.
We're all beating
Easy,
up
man.
everything. You go from up here to down here. It's a big difference.
See, you have your mattress and box spring is like just on the floor.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you get a little like cheapy? You can get a little like $80 Amazon frame.
Yeah, eventually.
That's what we have. If I'd known that,
You know,
I would
I've been in that place for 4 years now.
yeah. I mean,
I'm sure Nico would like it. She can sleep underneath.
if I had known that, I would have just offered my old frame to you. It was just a metal frame.
Where is it?
What size?
I took it to the dump. It was clean.
Darn. Oh, well.
Oh, look at him. He's like,
I forget what mine is.
oh. Well, you would need to know that.
I think
first.
mine. No, I forget what mine is.
So, here's an odd story.
Okay.
Now, there's a part of the story I have to tell you, gentlemen, off mic.
Okay.
But the on mic stuff that I can say is so I was in, as I said before, I was in T-Mobile,
All right.
and he was transferring stuff from my phone
All right.
to the new phone.
Personal stuff.
Yeah, just my apps and the picture stuff. So he was like signing in, dealing with all the Apple crap over here.
All right.
And my old phone was like syncing to this one, and it was still receiving messages. Like Sean had texted me, and I see Sean come up on the old phone. I'm like, I can't answer you right now. I can't use it because it wouldn't. I couldn't really do anything with it because he's working. But I get a notification,
Yeah.
and I went, "What is that?" And I grab it. And if you swipe down, it'll show the notifications like in a bigger thing. So I'm like, what is this? Now, it was a notification for an app that I've never downloaded,
Yo.
nor would I ever download.
TikTok.
Porn?
No, I have TikTok for the other show I used to do. No, not porn, but it's a dating app.
Okay.
And I sat
Plenty
there.
of fish.
I think
Yes.
they knew that you and your husband were going to put
Guess.
something together.
So I was sitting there.
This
and I
might
was
end
like,
bad, so here's some options.
just in case. So I was sitting there and I was like, what is this? So I grabbed it and I was looking and he goes, is everything okay? And I said, well, I got a notification for an app that I did not download. And he goes, he just kind of stares at me and he goes, well, that's odd. And I said, isn't it?
Thanks, Captain.
Isn't it?
Captain Obvious.
It is odd. So he's like, huh. And I said, I can't imagine why that would do that because my phone number was the same and it was a notification that went to my email. So I have a theory that I can't share, but I was sitting there thinking about it and I said, I definitely have to talk to Jay about this because I don't, full transparency, I don't want,
Why you wanna?
I don't want.
Are you not happy with our relationship?
So Jay came home from work and
No.
I was playing a video game.
Yeah. Which one?
Madden. I got Madden 24. Yes. And let me tell you,
So you're in the future.
I got Madden 24, and let me tell you something. The Giants are undefeated so far.
right.
So I'm
Nice.
living in a dream world.
Who's on the cover?
The guy from the Buffalo Bills. I don't remember his name. He's the quarterback for the Buffalo Bills. I can't remember. I can't think of his name. Too tired. I want to say it's Andy Dalton, but it can't be Andy Dalton because I think he's second string somewhere. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I paused my game, and Jay was kind of puttering in the kitchen. I said, I need you to come out here. I need to talk to you.
Oh.
So he comes out, he comes in the living room, white as a sheet, and he sits down and he goes, I didn't mean to do it unless you're happy. He goes, I didn't mean to do it. I didn't mean to do it unless this is a happy thing, in which case I totally meant to do it. And I said, it's not even you. And he goes, okay. So yeah, he was really relieved. So I explained the situation. I said, listen, I got a notification for that my profile needs to be finished on plentyoffish.com. And he goes, what is that? And I said, it's a dating app. And he goes, why are you dating?
Wasn't I a good husband?
I said, oh, honey, I am not dating. And I said, and I hate to tell you this. I said, but if our relationship dissolved, I wouldn't be with anybody. I can't do this shit again. And he goes,
We're too old.
and he looks at me and he goes, get it. I said, I would need to live alone. I said, I'm so particular about how things need to be now. I can't be with anybody else.
Yeah.
I drive him crazy as it is. Put that back. So he goes,
You don't need that.
so actually now I'm already like starting to say it, so I'll just finish it. He goes, well, what do you think? Like, he goes, I know you didn't do it. He goes, but what do you think this is? And I said, I think it's two things. One, either somebody with a very similar email to mine and they just entered in their email wrong. I said, or it's somebody that I know who isn't happy with me and is trying to get me in some sort of marital trouble.
Diabolical.
And I said, I don't know if that would be something that this person would do. I said, but
You never know.
you better watch yourself. And he's like,
Check
I don't.
yourself before you wreck
Yeah,
yourself.
he goes, I don't know if that would be something. And he goes, I would like to think not. And I said, I would like to think that too. I said, but I don't know. I said, so I need you to know that I'm not technically on that website. And he looked at me and he goes, now I'm kind of curious. He goes, I want to know like if there's a whole profile filled out for you and stuff. And I said,
Pictures and shit.
yeah. And I was like, you know what? I really don't
Interests.
care. I really don't care.
I'm
I
interested
said,
in men.
I hope you put men. So I said,
Some people.
so I said, listen, I said, I really don't want to like, because I assume it's an app or it could be a website. I said, I'm not downloading an app for this. I'm not going to a website because then they'll have little cookies and they'll track me. I said, I don't need that shit.
So
And
We
he-
crumbs.
saw you logged on to here.
Yeah, I said, plus, I said, the other thing is that it's set up from somebody else's end. I said, so they've already set up an email and a password. I said, I could do a password recovery
Right.
and do a whole new password. I was like, but, you know, I mean, what's the point? We're all going to go back and forth changing passwords and shit. I was like, I said, listen, you know I'm not doing nothing. I'm not going to the stupid website.
End the story.
He goes,
This
that's,
conversation's over.
yeah. He's like, well, that's good enough for me. Yeah.
I got some situation with my email.
Yeah.
I get this one email like at least once a day or once every 2 days of a site that you can go onto and you can find yourself a Ukraine woman. But yet the little words next to on the email like, oh, fuck me, and you know,
Oh,
kiss
Objection?
kiss my, you know.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, how the hell am I getting this?
Yeah.
Spam. Spam. Well,
Yeah.
okay.
So
That's
they just
messed up.
started showing up. I seem to get one a day in my email. I just click on the little box next to it. I'm like, delete, delete, delete.
Websites are you going to?
Because I went to bring it up just so I can scroll down and find unsubscribe. I can't even talk. Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
And I didn't even see that there, so I just got to
Block.
delete it.
Oh. Yeah, just send it to the spam. It's all about
Junk
the
mail.
spam.
It is.
There you go.
Oh.
So you remember last year when Terrifier 2 came out and people were getting sick in the theater?
Yes.
It's happening again, but with Saw X. People are
People are getting sick.
vomiting and leaving the movies for Saw X.
Nikki's going to see that.
Should I bring a barf bag?
Not this weekend. I think she's going next.
Oh, I don't know.
Ooh.
Oh, Warner.
I mean, I saw
tell
Terrifier
her.
2 and I didn't get sick, so.
Well, maybe it's these weak-stomached people. I don't know why.
Stomached people.
I don't know why. If you have a
Pussy-ass people.
weak stomach, you'd be. You know what? Here's something interesting.
Yeah.
On a related topic,
Oh.
I went to the dentist just for a cleaning, and I was talking to the dental hygienist. First of all, I wasn't
vomiting?
No, but we'll get. Hang on.
Okay.
So I'm talking. First of all, I'm talking to the woman, and I'm like doing because she's like hitting me with the hook, and I'm like, and she goes,
What are you doing?
Fishing.
She goes, do you have some kind of problem? And I said, you're stabbing me with your little hooky thing, and it hurts.
Metal
and she
cut
goes,
skin.
She goes, well, it shouldn't hurt that much. And I said, well, yeah, but I'm a wimp. So she started laughing, and every time I like jolted, she'd go, wimp, and like yell at me. And then I just kind of go, and like she, like the whole time, she's like, "You're so funny," and I'm like, "I'm really not. You're just mean."
I'm in pain. My pain
So-
is your enjoyment.
Yeah. So she wanted to do X-rays. Now here's where we get to the relevant part.
Okay.
So she goes, "I need to do X-rays to update your file," and I said, "Okay." Now you ever been to the dentist? How they do the X-ray with the little thing, and then it goes in your mouth, like the little like.
Never done.
It's
Little?
like all right. Well, she puts a little. It's like a mouthpiece on a stick, and they jam it like into your cheek,
Okay.
right? And depending upon where,
The one I've
They-
had is like this big camera thing that they put
Oh, no.
over and-
no, this is I've done that.
I got this big round thing.
I've done that one, but
hate
this
that
is this is just like this little thing on a stick, and basically it jams your mouth open, and it's like, "Jam." So
That better not
she-
be the thumbnail, by the way.
So she wanted to get the teeth back here. She goes, you got a wisdom tooth back there. I want to take a peek at it. So I'm like, all right.
It's not that smart.
So she went to jam it back here, but having that piece thing so far back in my mouth was like, I was like, and
Gagging.
I was like, you can't do this to me. I was like, I'm not vomiting.
I'm dying.
I'm not vomiting in the dentist chair. And she goes, here's what we're gonna do. And I was like, yeah. She goes,
You got a plan.
you're gonna lift your legs. And I went, it's not that kind of party. And plenty fish. And she goes,
Like a dog. Lift your leg.
it'll be okay. And I was like, I don't think it will. I was like, that's what they all say when they tell you to lift your legs. So she goes,
Damn.
so I just just bend my knee. And she's like, that's not what I meant. And I said, well, what do you mean? And she goes, lift your legs, like lift your legs. Like I was going to put something under your legs, like lift them off of the thing. And I said, okay.
Like a pillow.
So I did that. And then she got the piece in my mouth. And we did the x-ray. And it was like, yeah.
It's on the front of my car.
And it was like voodoo. Like I didn't gag or anything. Like she did the x-ray and then we finished. I put my leg back down and I said, what kind of magic was that? And she goes, it's this trick, like it distracts your brain from like the thing that's making you gag. And I went, no shit.
Well then.
So maybe all those people in the movie theater, they need to lift their legs.
There you go. Keep that in mind.
Now
next
I
time
kind
you
of
go.
want to see SARS because like to see like what are these people throwing up at? Like
Maybe it's a little bit gory and they're just like, I'm a wimp.
I've seen a lot of gory ass shit. I just like
It's probably the first Saw movie they've seen.
Have you seen Saw?
there's been 10 of them.
I've only seen the first 2. And that was good enough, I think.
Would you like to play a game?
I have a pack that has like 7 of them.
Oh, geez. Yeah.
I usually just watch like the first 3 and then I kind of give up.
Eh.
He's dead now. I don't know how he's continuing through these other people.
Well,
It's not the
Jason
same.
continues. Michael Myers continues.
I don't know.
Well, it's
Then
the same person that's killing.
it becomes like this weird supernatural thing because it's like, he
Ooh,
can't
excuse me.
die.
Damn.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
So, let me check the time. Okay, we have 10 minutes left.
All right.
That's your time check.
Time check.
Yeah,
Corey Feldman.
oh boy, where are we going with it? There's a lot of roads you could take with Corey Feldman.
His jacket from Dream a Little Dream was stolen from him.
Oh, that's sad. He doesn't have
That's
a
a
lot.
nightmare.
He doesn't have a lot. Let him have his jacket.
I know. I never even seen that movie, so I don't know.
I don't know that movie either.
Jacket. I kept the jacket. Oh boy. It's like a memento.
I guess.
That makes me think. You recently sent me a text telling me about the new Ghost Adventures that came out.
Yeah.
Devil's Island, I think
Yeah.
it was called.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that last night, and before they went on the boat,
Yeah.
one of their cars was broken into. Someone was trying to steal their gear.
What?
No.
Damn.
They showed like a picture, like a still of it.
Like in Beetlejuice. They're trying to steal all
Yeah.
this shit.
I don't know if I don't remember if they got anything, but they show
That
like the
sucks.
smashed out windows. 2 of their suitcases were in there.
See, I was going to because of where we are. I was gonna like take a couple or like put stuff outside. And then when I saw like a few cars in the parking lot, I was like,
Yeah, I kind of wanted to. I got 2 more recorders.
like I didn't really want to.
I want to listen to their conversation sitting out there. There was like 3 people there, another
Well, there's supposed to be a
kid
bunch
and
of
a
people in the
dog
woods.
further ahead.
Yeah, there's
Supposed to be people in the woods. There's a walking trail behind here.
Boy
That part is
Scouts in
public.
the hood that get the
Keep
merit
walking.
badges.
That part is public property. Like people can walk that trail and stuff.
Keep walking.
They got to earn those merit
Nothing to
badges.
see here.
Well, they got to earn the badge somehow, you know.
Speaking of ghosts, did you know that you can get a tour of New York City in Ecto 1, but just in October?
We know now.
I wonder how much that costs.
I don't know. That'd be pretty
I
damn
guess
cool,
would
though.
be $500.
I don't know how much
person.
of the city you see. Probably just like the main like
Probably just go
First-
down the
main
street around the
attractions,
block.
you know.
First of all, Manhattan
Yeah.
is gridlocked, so you're not going far very long. So let's do ghost tour. What is that? Ecto 1.
Yep. But they only do it in October, which makes sense, you know, because it's, you know, a scary time of year.
Yeah.
My favorite time.
Yeah.
My favorite month.
Is
I
it?
always wish I was born in this month.
I was supposed to be born the end of October. I decided not to wait.
You couldn't wait. Let me out of here.
Yeah, I'd had enough.
You know, you could figure out that when you were conceived by adding 3 months
I
to you.
don't want to. Why would you do that to me, Joseph?
Sorry.
So I can't get a price.
Oh, darn.
So
Well,
that's kind of sucks.
I'm guessing at least $500 a person.
I mean,
Just to go around the block.
just to go around the block.
yeah, you don't get to drive the car though.
Here's a mailbox.
Like, you know,
Here's a tree. Here's
Get
a
in the
building.
bag, put on your seat. It only holds like 5 people.
Okay.
But I don't know which
So-
Ecto one it is. It's like the original or the modified one that from the new one. I don't know.
So you go Central Park West to the New York City Library,
Okay.
and then you go by the firehouse.
Okay.
And along the way, you'll pass other New York City landmarks.
Such as
They just say other landmarks.
$3,000 now.
I mean, that's the thing. The thing that's bothering me is that they're not giving you a price. That tells me that, like, this is probably.
I'll tell you when you get here.
Yeah.
Come all the way down here, and then we'll tell you.
All the way to New York.
Yeah.
Speaking of New York,
Bring a
Yes.
nice empty check.
season 49 of SNL starts soon. And
Does it?
And guess who the first host is?
I can't.
Chevy Chase.
guess.
No.
No.
Pete Davidson.
Oh, gross.
He's the host for the
Is
very
he?
first episode of the season 49.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't say anything.
Almost 50. Yeah.
I'm not really, like, familiar with him, but
Yeah.
he could be perfectly funny, and I just don't even know it.
He did a movie with Bill Burr.
Burr.
He was
Sounds
his
cold.
stepdad, and he was a firefighter.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like Bill Burr was a firefighter, and he was a stepdad, and like I can't remember the name. It's like I think the King of Brooklyn or something, or
Okay.
yeah, the King of Staten Island.
Oh,
Can't
yeah.
Yeah.
I heard about that,
remember. Yeah. So
So I decided while I was on vacation
Did you?
to paint my office.
how'd that come out?
Well, I need to do retouch. I need to touch up some places, but
Right.
I have this molding that goes around the top between the wall and the ceiling. Just this white.
Like a
molding.
trim.
Yeah. Now, when I had the lights for the studio in there, they kept falling off. So I got really pissed, and I bought this really strong black tape to go
Gaffer
around the
tape?
molding. Huh?
It's like gaffer tape.
It's like Gorilla
I
Tape.
heard that stuff's really, really strong.
Like you know what? I went through my Amazon like purchase history has no record of it, so I have no idea where I bought it from.
I hate that.
So I tried for 2 days to get this tape off the wall.
Damn.
I tried like this Goo Gone stuff that the man at Lowe's said would work. That doesn't.
You try like a hairdryer?
I had to buy a hairdryer because I dry au naturel.
Oh, natural.
And
You're old school.
I am air dry. It's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Too much heat will damage your hair. So I had to buy a hairdryer and try that. That didn't work. Now, before the hairdryer came to me, here was my brilliant idea.
Okay.
I was sitting there and I was going, okay, because the heat should break up the adhesive on the back. So I said, what else do I have that's hot? An iron. I have an iron. Irons get very hot.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. So
Put it on steam.
I turned the iron on, let that get nice and hot, and then I put stuff on the tape. And then I because I didn't want to put the iron directly on the tape because I thought it's going to melt it
Right.
and they'll fuse together or something, and then I'll be worse off. So I put like a hand towel between the two, right? And then I put it up against the wall. And that did nothing. I tried to scrape it off. Nope, did nothing. I thought to myself, hey, let's hold it on there a little bit longer. Maybe it's not getting hot enough. So I press it up against the thing, and I leave it there for a good amount of time. And then when I take the iron off, I had scorched the wall.
Oh, little triangle.
A little, it's like it goes right across. So
That's what you got to do, touch up?
then then the hairdryer came, and I tried the hairdryer, and that didn't work. And I can't, this
You got a
ankle,
torch.
this ankle's bad from a car accident, and this one is bad just because it hates me. So now I was getting to the point where I couldn't walk. Sean saw me Monday, I could barely walk.
Yeah.
And I said, I can't keep doing this. So I called a professional. I called Good Stevening. That's what I call him. He's my contractor, Good Stevening. And he showed, I texted him because I don't like to talk on the phone.
What are you doing now?
So I said, listen, I have this shit that goes around my molding. I want to replace it. Is that something you can do? He texts me back. He's like, absolutely. And I said,
He is a no.
fantastic. So he goes, can I come by Monday, take a peek at it? Actually, it was Monday I texted him. So he's like, can I come by this afternoon and take a peek at it? And we'll get some measurements. I gave him the measurements, but I said, yep, you can come by, take a look. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
All right.
So he showed up, and I was limping really, really bad. And he goes, what happened to you? He's like, you had a rough
This
day.
fucking
or-"
tape, that's what happened to me.
So I looked at him, and I was like, I'm on vacation. And he goes, but why? What happened? And I said, well, I've just been working. I was like, I said, my body's had enough. I said, my body said
My body's
no.
on vacation now.
I said, Steve, I tried to get this tape off the wall. My body said no, not anymore. So he goes,
We can't do that anymore.
yeah. So he goes, I get it. When you've had it, you've had it. Mm-hmm. So we walk in by my office, and he looks up, and he goes, oh, yeah. He's like, that's all the way around the room, huh?
Steven's a Kool-Aid man now.
So I said, yeah. And he goes, so he's pretty tall, so he doesn't need to get on a step ladder. He's just touching it and trying to rip it off. And he goes, what kind of tape is this? I said, I don't know, Steve. Airplane tape? I said, because I'm pretty sure they use it in aircraft engines. And he went, holy crap. And he said, I could see why you wouldn't be able to get this off. I said, no, it was not coming off. I said, at this point, I just want to replace the trim. I said, but my house is old, Steve. And he goes, I know. And he said, so I'm afraid if I try to pull the trim off, I'm taking half the wall with me. I said, I'm not doing it. And he goes, so he's looking at it, and he goes, well, he may have to cut the trim out.
Damn.
To get it off. And he's like, it's not that big a deal, though. And then I said,
To him.
I said, well, I'm going to be painting and stuff. I said, is that going to affect anything that you're doing? Because he said he might not be able to get there for a couple weeks. And I said, is that going to affect anything you're doing? He goes, no. He said, you might have to touch up, though. And I said, well, just make sure you get really thick molding so that I don't have to touch up anything. He's like, I hear you. So when I was painting, it was great because I didn't even have to worry about the molding. I was like, fuck it. Like I didn't even like mask off the top of it. I was like, I don't even care because I was just getting pulled down anyway. So I was pretty careless with the paintbrush, but I don't give a damn.
Ain't like a kid.
Damn.
Yeah. But I do have to do like a bunch of touch up. Like my leg was like, you're not doing another damn thing. I lost a day Wednesday. I lost a day Wednesday because I could not walk at all.
What color did you end up using?
It's like an orange. It's kind of like a dark. It's called Fire in the Sky. Yeah.
You can still
something
see
like
some of the blue through it, though.
Yeah. That's two coats.
It looked
On the
patchy.
wall.
That's two coats of paint, and I don't have a lot of paint left. And I was like, wow, I'm not doing 2 gallons of paint. So I sat there and I was like,
No, you said the
It's-
walls. So you can do the ceiling.
no, just the walls.
Okay.
So I said, yeah, it's good enough. I said, I'm the only one who hangs out in here. I said, I don't mind if the blue kind of comes through. It gives it a weathered look. I'm fine. I'm fine with it. Let it be.
Vintage.
Let it be. Yeah. So,
So,
hang on.
we're going to do a moment of silence.
Is it that time?
I think so, yeah.
All right.
So, all right.
Moment of silence.
I don't want to get too far
Moment of
ahead.
silence for the paint.
I know. And my back.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, hashtag had an audio issue, so I'll let you know who the winner is. After this dramatic pause. And the winner is Vanessa Hilaire. Well, since there is no audio, I guess I also get to do the sign off. Today is my lucky day. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. And before I send it down the table, here's your fortune cookie of the week. Man who farts in church sits in own pew. Joe said to have a nice weekend, and Sean says have a good everything.
Your big long quote.
Movie quote is worth 1 gift card to Dunkin' Donuts. You go to the YouTube, you comment the name of the movie on the video. If you're right and you're first, then you win. Are you ready for the quote?
I'm ready for the quote.
I like the tuna here. There's your quote.
That's
Comment
it.
below on the YouTube.
He's trying to burst your brain.